Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Starshot Ryan to continue our Let's Play of Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. We had just done some serious detective work here, figuring out that our student friend that we just met in the mayor's study may have possibly stolen the septum crystal. And now we're off to the hotel to see if she's still there or not. And it looks like my health for for Estelle is a bit low, so I'll go ahead and just do that now, in case we get into a battle later. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and use this flowery soda. And we're off. Yeah, so definitely while you play through this game, you'll have these kind of interesting moments when you play detective. You know, not as often probably, just to keep things interesting, but it is nice to have some good variety in any RPG. Estelle, Joshua, and even Scheherazade. Is something the matter? Do you remember a girl named Josette? She's a student from the Royal Academy who should be staying here. Of course, I remember her, but she checked out just a moment ago. Shoot, we're a minute too late. Let's hurry to the landing port. We might be able to catch her there. She really didn't seem like a bad girl. So, we have to check out the airport, but before we do that, I want to check on the quest board here, just in case, so we don't miss anything. Okay, so yeah, we still have medical necessities, but we still got a while before we need to do that. So, looks like we're still good for now. The other two we can report on later after we complete this quest. Let's see here. Okay, so I guess we need to talk to this guy. Please, excuse the delay. The airliner should be arriving any time now, so please be patient. Yo, Aylin. It's us, if you haven't noticed. Oh, it's you guys. Oh, and Scheherazade too. Thank you. Supposedly the god is supposed to be female, but it sounds, or at least the way it's being spelled, I keep pronouncing it adios. I'm just gonna keep it that way because I'm not sure if I can pronounce it right any other way. For the Feast of the Eyes. So, what's up? You didn't by chance happen to see a girl in a school uniform around here, did you? A girl in a school uniform? A school uniform from where? From the Genus Royal Academy? Oh baby, those uniforms are so hot! The contrast of those neatly pleated white skirts and navy blue socks. Oh yes, I can see them now. I totally forgot what the boys' uniforms look like though. This is one obsession I just don't get. Thus defineth man's eternal struggle. Back on topic here, so you didn't see a girl in a Royal Academy uniform? Nope, not this month. And believe me, I watch for those. I check all the passengers boarding and disembarking, so I can tell you at least that she hasn't come here. Which means that she came to Roland along the roads without using an airliner. This complicates things. Our search field suddenly got much bigger. Come to think of it, there must be others, so they got to be hiding somewhere. Wait, that reminds me. What does, Estelle? I guess I'll probably check out the leaf that we got from the from the mansion. I'm guessing that's an important clue, not one's dinner. I almost forgot that we found this. Could this be some sort of clue? Oh right, we did find that. Shahara, do you know of any places nearby where Cervarus trees grow? Those trees, huh? I'm pretty certain they grow in Mistwald, south of Roland. Mistwald? That's the forest in the opposite direction from home as Roland, right? It seems like it's worth looking into. That settles it. Let's hit up the highway through Roland's South Gate. You're really excited, aren't you? Well, whatever it is, good luck. It's nice that the NPCs apparently can wish us luck, even though they have no idea what the hell's going on. But yes, now we can... Oh, something else is up. Wait up! You're running like a crazed lunatic! Who can just walk at a time like this? Oh, it's our friend, Mr. Burns and the photograph girl. Maybe I should think about cutting back on those blasted cigarettes. What are the two of you up to? You kids again, huh? Actually, we gotta get to Bose ASAP. But the airliner's not even here yet. I know, that's why we're heading there on foot. It'll take some time, but it's not a distance that we can't cover by ourselves. Well, don't worry yourselves out too badly. By the way, are you after Scoop or something? Yeah, and the monster, and the mother of all scoops. I guess monster could have been right too. No time to talk. We gotta make it there today. I wonder if... Yeah, I'm not gonna try and pronounce his name. I've already can't seem to get it right a few times, so I'll just call him by his last name, which was Burns. I'm not sure why I remember that, but I probably remember, actually I forget who the Burns was for. I know there's a Simpsons character named Burns, Mr. Burns or something, but I can't picture his face right now. It's going to be alright. See you later, Estelle, Joshua. Well, aren't they a lively pair? Friends of yours? Those were the reporters from one of the jobs Dad asked us to take over. I wonder what's going on. Yeah, well, just to let everyone know, that won't be the last time we'll see them. But I need to go ahead and double check to make sure I have all the upgrades I need for my orbment slots. Let's see. Okay, I don't have enough to open any right now until I get some more red. And we pretty much have... Yeah, there won't be really any new orbments for a while. You can get copies if you want. But I'm usually just fine with the few I have since we don't have many slots open right now. And then just double check on any new equipment that might have come in. Oh yeah, and actually the interesting thing, sorry for skipping some of that text, but the interesting thing with all this is that, you know, as the story progresses, the characters, you know, NPCs will actually have more things to say than just how's it going. And kind of what's going on. But, you know, it's pretty much up to you if you want to check those out at all. You know, if I were to focus on going through all of them and voicing them as well, we would be here all day. Which, sadly, you know, it's one of those things that I'm not as overly interested in, but if, you know, if anyone else is, and yeah, there's no new equipment and nothing for Scheherazade either, you know, but if you're interested in kind of hearing what some of the characters have to say, then, you know, have at it. But I'm just gonna focus on the main quest and stories, and the main story and all the little quests involved. Since definitely talking to a lot of the NPCs would probably make this Let's Play series even longer than the game itself already is just by playing through it normally. Now let's see. We should be going the right way. Should be a forest. Oh, here we go, a new enemy. And now that we have Scheherazade in our party, things should hopefully progress a bit faster now. Let's see, ferocious flying monster can summon meteorites, so watch out. Okay, apparently we got a mini Sephiroth here. You know, how many other animals or monsters have people faced that summon meteors? It doesn't look like he's particularly vulnerable to any elements. So I'll just go ahead and attack them. Actually, this one's usually more vulnerable to elements, but since we got a strength up move, we'll just make use of that. And she is pretty powerful, so she can take care of these pretty well. And he's too far away, so just in case, I'll go ahead and do that. And that's taken care of, and we don't have to worry about any meteorites falling on our heads. But yeah, as you can see, she's definitely much further ahead of us, but we will catch up eventually since, you know, being at a lower level, we will, you know, experience the levels more quickly, especially against stronger enemies. Okay, so it looks like Mistwald should be somewhere this way now. And let me just double check our quests here. We did get one for, let's see, that's the main quest. Here we go, medical necessities. So yeah, we have to find a bear claw, which is, or a flower known as a bear claw, and a savory pinion. The former is native to the forests of Mistwald, south of Roland, and the latter comes from the insect-like monsters. We already have some pinions, but I need a bear claw. And it looks like I'll have to find those in the forest, which is where we're heading to now. So that's kind of another reason why you don't have to complete some quests right away, because during some main quests, they'll pretty much lead you into that area, at least in the beginning. Let's see. So far she doesn't have any moves that can hit them all. But we should have one for her. No, never mind. That's something else. Or, yeah, I'll have to double check to see if I need more wind if I want to have the airstrike ability. Let's see. I'll have to target this guy. But yeah, I shouldn't have to worry about dying from these guys and how weak they are. So I can just keep attacking until they go down and out. Let's see, so not this way. Another Mars Sparrow. I'm not really sure if we have to worry too much about these guys, but, you know, better to be safe than sorry sometimes. But then I'm not sure how quickly they can use their Mars or meteorite attack. Okay, so they do have to charge those up. And I guess they're not as dangerous as I thought. But yeah, just a quick reminder, if you want to speed things up, just simply hold down the run button while you're in the battle, and it'll speed up like that. Whatever you have your run button set to. I think it's normally like maybe R1 or R the right bumper, but I have mine set to the right trigger because I prefer it that way. So this is Mistwald, huh? Can you tell us anything, Shahara? Someone came through here, alright. From what I can see, a number of people passed through here not long ago. I would wager Mirror we're on the right track. How can you be so sure? Because tracking fugitives is an essential skill for bracers. Anyway, let's check the woods. Be sure to keep your voices low. Roger that. Understood. Let's see here. You got some bugs. So kill a hornet. Attacks with poison. Very agile. Can dodge attacks. And it's super weak to fire. So that's not going to be much help for our friend here, but probably because of the high evasion, it'd probably be better just to use an arts attack for now. Firebolt. Let's see, she's not going to get that in, so I'll just go ahead and target him since he's closer. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Oh well. I should be able to get rid of the poison later on. So, but pretty much just casting fire magic right there takes care of them pretty quickly. We got some more pinion if we need it. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like she doesn't keep the poison status like I was concerned about. You know, it's been a while since I last played this, so it looks like poison's only factor in-game. But she is a bit low, so I'll go ahead and make use of her healing arts here. Oh yeah, we're getting a bit low right now. And we also have to keep an eye out for any bear claw plants. Yeah, it looks like we need to take care of these things next. See, blows gases on its enemies and it's difficult to hit. Sounds like another arts enemy to deal with. And he doesn't have any particular vulnerabilities. And then of course, if you ever need to farm enemies for seeps, pretty much this will tell you what they give you. Like, you know, as we can see here, they give, I think that's, yes, time and space seeps, which is of course good for our friend Joshua here. But if we wanted to unlock another orb mints, we need more red. And as the information told us, attacking it doesn't really do much good. I'll go ahead and have her targeted as well, just to make sure it's taken care of. Well, thankfully they don't seem to do too much damage, but it looks like they stopped us from charging our attacks, which is definitely new for me. It looks like that took care of that. And I'll just go ahead and try and attack again, because he doesn't have much in. Yeah, there we go. So, it will hit sometimes, but as it says, they're a lot harder to attack physically. And as you can see, I'm trying to save up as much CP as possible just so that I can make use of our S-craft when we go up against the boss enemies, which I believe are those pirates we'll have to deal with later on. These guys I shouldn't have to worry too much about. As you can see, thankfully they don't do too much damage to our Scheherazade, but of course still do something to everyone else.
Seems you can't, sure.
Alright, look, a treasure chest. Found a tear bomb, and back for more, eh? Some people are never satisfied. A little chuckle here and there is always nice. Oh, I think that's a bear claw over there, but we just got into a surprise attack with our friend the exploding plant. So I can at least attack with him since I believe he's far enough away. But I'll need to make sure I move Estelle. And I think she's far enough away too, hopefully. But yeah, I'll go ahead and move her so she's not as close. Let me just try and transfer this a bit. Yeah, so always move away whenever you see those guys. Oh good, we leveled up, so we won't have to worry about going back into town. And we just found a bear claw, so I think that's all we'll need for the quest now. We just need to turn it into the priest once we get there. Right. Here's our friend the Exploder again. So, yeah, right now he's fine where he is. So I'll just go ahead and have him attack the bee. And we should probably move her just to be certain. And I'll go ahead and move, yeah, I'll move her as well, you know, too. Since for the most part you can see those plants don't really move towards you while they're in battle. She's a bit low, so I'll just save her EP for now and just deal with the killer hornet here. And soul blur on our friend here. And go ahead and firebolt our pine plant over here. So, you know, plenty of times when you can just rush around and attack without much consequence. But then, of course, there is some strategy involved, so you won't be relying on that all the time. And we're not quite sure about that dirty carrot we just got. But, you know, it looks like we got some weird rhino or beast monsters flying around. And, of course, now we're still trying to figure our way around the forest. And, of course, we get surprise attacked. Okay, AT delay. Okay, so it looks like Joshua here is getting a bit low. So, how do we deal with our rhino friend here? Yeah, Rhino Cider. Armored hide gives it great defense, but it's severely weak to water and fire. I guess we'll see how much a soul blur can do against it for now. But we'll definitely want to make use of the other stuff. And of course, because of these things, I may not be able to get any of that going. So, should probably go ahead and try and deal with these first. And hopefully I can get a chance to heal Joshua here before he gets killed by someone. And I'll just go ahead and do an attack since it's only at 3. Oh yeah, these gaseous enemies are really annoying, and it doesn't help that they can actually help this guy out. So they do have some interesting combos going with the enemy parties that we're dealing with here. I'll go ahead and try and firebolt this guy while I have the chance. And I guess I'll just go ahead and kill it now, since it's low enough. I would not want to know what this unidentifiable odor smells like, that's for sure. If it's unidentifiable. But yeah, so... Well, during these slower moments, when there's not much to say, I guess I really should try to think up of any stories or things to talk about during these times. You know, I'm not really sure I care for the disappearing enemy trick. You know, that we can only see how far, or a certain distance before they disappear. I usually prefer it, you know, the distance you get in Tales and Symphonia. You know, they give you a lot more range in how far you can see an enemy before they disappear off the map. But yeah, pretty much this is the team where you just keep magicking them up. And it's really annoying that the self-destruct doesn't hurt the other enemies, but only us. Yeah, I guess for the most part there's not much to really do here.
Alright, we're good to go.
And we got more dirty carrots, just what we need. Maybe we can cook them or something later. More rhinoceros, so that just means more magic. Yeah, at least she got healed up there. Yeah, for the most part we've been doing enough magic damage that we should be able to take care of them either with the magic hit or with some attack once they're low enough. And since she's the stronger party member, we should probably use her to try and finish that guy off. But sadly it didn't work out, but we should do it now. And one less enemy to worry about, and we're done.
Alright, we're good to go.
Ah, look, more bear claw. Well, we should have enough now, hopefully. Going to another area, so I'll go ahead and do a quick heal just in case. Okay, we just found a giant tree instead. Oh well. Onward and upward. I'm not sure if that tree will play any role in the future, though. But it sort of reminds me of that giant tree in the first Ys game. You know, it was called the Rhoda tree, and it could talk. And of course, that was fairly surprising for anyone who kind of discovered the giant tree, but I guess a tree being that big, maybe it learned something after a while. And I don't really like how we're set up here, so I'll go ahead and move our guys so they're not going to die from any self-destructs. Let's see. Move once more. Of course, these magic attacks are kind of annoying. But not much you can do when you have enemies that can only be hurt by arts and self-destruct when you finally kill them. But yeah, the Ys game is actually another one made by Neo Famicom, the ones who made this game. And it's a very different, you know, not as much story, but it has a lot more action and very, very difficult boss battles. It's very frenetic. I recommend anyone who's ever heard of it or interested, you know, check it out. That if you like this game, you'll probably like Ys as well, even if it's a much different beast. I think we're far enough away. We should be able to take care of the plants without dying. I'm gonna go ahead and do an Aqua Bleed here. An attack. Take care of that guy and that. So yeah, this is definitely an area where you have to rely on your arts more than not. So hopefully we should be able to heal. Okay, so those two connect, so we haven't tried going this way yet. And more gases that have undefinable odors. Sounds like a fun time, doesn't it? And there's the AT delay again. Always a fun time to keep being delayed. And I keep doing things I probably shouldn't, but we'll just go ahead and buff ourselves up a bit. And we'll see how well attacks can help with our increased speed and agility. As we're getting a bit low on EP, and I definitely want to make sure we have enough when we face off against the boss and any more of those enemies that can only be killed by art. This is getting pretty annoying. And of course, as soon as I do it, he attacks. finally.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, some pretty annoying enemies. Let's see, we haven't tried going this way, I think. Oh, here we go. That was too easy. And to think that something as exquisite as this fell into my hands with almost no effort. Wait till Don and Kyle hear about this. You surprised me, that's for sure. The way you pulled off that act wearing that school uniform was simply astounding. Just what do you expect from the mademoiselle of an ex-aristocratic family? Yeah, but what's in the past is in the past. But it certainly doesn't hurt that in this outfit I can deceive almost anyone. That gullible mare and dim-witted bracer girl. Idiots, the whole lot of them. What was that? Calm down. Let's see what else they have to say. Yeah, I think I'll just... Pretty much, you'll get some slightly different dialogue options. But overall, I think I'll go with this option. You know, fine, but I'm not happy about this. Yeah, but that girl seemed pretty tough. I mean, she took care of all the monsters that appeared in the mine. The mine? Oh, so you're the one who screwed up their job. If you had just done it like you were supposed to, I wouldn't have had to put on a monkey show to get this thing. My apologies. Forget it. Forget about it. Hey, forget about it! Just my attempt at something. All's well that ends well. At any rate, those two kids being bracers was an absolute joke. Especially that brainless bimbo. She honestly believed that we could be friends. What a freaking moron. I had to try so hard just to keep from laughing. Ha ha ha, how stupid can she be? Now that is rich, ha ha ha, it's just absurd. Yeah, I wasn't gonna bother trying to do any different voices for those three. What's so funny? She couldn't keep her trap shut. It's you guys! Yep, it's the brainless bimbo and her absolute joke of her bracer partner. And this probably won't come as a surprise, but we're going to beat you up now. What? Bracers? How did they find? You did a fine job stealing that septum from the mayor's residence, but it looks like you were a little careless in the end. In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with breaking, entering, vandalism, and burglary. It would be in your best interest not to resist, but I'm sure Estelle is hoping you will. This doesn't look good. What are we going to do now, Josette? How about you quit quaking your boots for starters? These bracers are nothing more than a ragtag group of kids. I think it's time we showed them the real strength of the Capula family. Who are you calling us kids, you brat? I've had it up to here, and I'm going to do something about it right now. Hey, that's my line. And of course, a quick change for everyone to make sure she is ready to fight. Alright, boys, get 'em! And all there, saying roger that. So, let's see, we got a gun, which is fairly dangerous, but at least it's not killing us. And we got the bandits. So, for the most part, let's see, her true colors revealed, her to be a bandit, supports her companions with specialty arts. So it's probably best to go ahead and take care of her right away, and we'll deal with the underlings a bit later. It looks like they have poison-laced blades. So we'll save the CP moves for the upcoming critical that one of the enemies has. So I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and clock up Joshua here. And actually, she's a bit low on health. I should probably see wind barrier, just 50 agility. So I'll just go ahead and do an attack here. And I'll still do my heal for her. And I'll go ahead and have him do his attack on her, and hopefully that'll take care of it.
Let's do this!
Well, that did a pretty good job, but sadly it didn't finish her. And then we have these three who come right to us. But this should... Oh. And here I thought she was gonna go down, but I guess not. See, so she's not close enough, though. So I'll just go ahead and do an attack here. And just do a few attacks here and here. And it looks like she has a plus 10 strength, so I'll make use of that when I get the chance. And I'll go ahead and have our friend Estelle here finish her off once and for all. Oh, wait, how'd I hit him? Sorry. Screwed up there. And she healed herself. Oh. I didn't know she was gonna do that right away. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and keep focusing on her a bit. And it looks like he has a critical coming up, so I'll try to make use of that. Apparently, he didn't do much damage to her at all, which I find surprising.
Someone's been naughty.
And yeah, you can see here, they can have some fun with the special attacks. So then, what else do you do when you have a character who wields a whip? Well, at least that's it for her. And we just have the small fries left, which shouldn't pose too much of a problem, but I'll go ahead and heal Joshua here since he's a bit low. And then we should just be able to keep attacking them without too much problem. So nothing too bad, but as you can see, the main boss is definitely pretty strong, so you want to save up your CP when you have the chance and use that to take her out. And that's one of the very first real boss battles in this game so far. Nothing too bad, but, you know, don't sit on your laurels for too long, because they will get a bit more difficult later on. How in the world? You had enough yet? That's what you get for taking bracers lightly. And we'll be taking this back if you don't mind, thank you very much. Hey, that septum belongs to me! No, not to you, to the people of Roland, that's who. The sheer nerve you have to say something like that is astounding. Now that we've got the crystal back, how about we move on to confession time? That's an interesting name you mentioned, the Capula family, was it? Me and my big mouth. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. So, you want to be a tough egg to crack, do you? I don't mind at all. In fact, I like him that way. Ah! What are you trying to do? That's a dangerous thing to be swinging around like that. Well, if you can't answer with your mouth, then maybe your body can answer instead. But don't worry, I'll be extra gentle. Eek! Get away from me, you crazy witch! I think Shahara's enjoying this. Let's sit back and enjoy the show. Look out, Shahara! An orbital gun? Are you alright, Shahara? I'm fine. Forget about me. Look at that! An airship? Ha ha ha! Looks like the tables are turned in our favor now, aren't they? Quick side note here for anyone who's interested. That airship reminds me a lot of, actually, Mega Man Legends, you know, the Bond family with that green look and the sort of the eyes they have, almost looks like a face, and even the teeth near the nose of the ship. Are you okay, Josette? Kyle, you're late. Where have you been? Oh, never mind. Just hurry up and give us a hand. No can do. Our push into the Roland region has been put on hold. Something big came up in the Bose region while you were away. What's that supposed to mean? I don't have time to explain. Hurry and hop on, or I'll have to leave you behind. Crap. Just where do you think you're going? We'll pick this up another day. And don't think you've won either. Payback's gonna be a beast. I sure wasn't expecting anything like that to come out of the woodwork. It looks like they caught us all off guard. This isn't a laughing matter. Right now, I'm so frustrated I don't even know what to think. Well, on the bright side, we did get this septum crystal back. Switching gears, that group sure looked to me like a bunch of sky bandits. Yes, they certainly seem of that variety. That doesn't sound right to me. They certainly seemed that way to me. At least that sounds better. It also sounds like they've made the Bose region their base of operations as well. I certainly wouldn't have expected a group like that to travel all the way to a rural place like Roland. I couldn't care less if they're sky bandits or brigands. The next time I see that scruffy lying jerk of a tomboy, I'm going to thwack pow kabow her. I hope I did that right. What's thwack bam kabow supposed to mean? And our nice little summary of what we were able to accomplish, and we've already went back to the mayor's residence. And apparently we already went past that and went straight to the guild to report the incident. It looks like you've had a rough day. Who would have thought the Sky Bandits would appear? I don't blame you for letting them escape. No, this time it was my fault. I should have been more careful. I'm really far from being in the same league as Cassius. It's not your fault, Shahara. I let my emotions get the best of me, and I was careless as well. No, you guys did a great job. Your on-site investigation of the mayor's residence was flawless, too. Don't you think you should recommend them, Aina? Yes, I was thinking the same thing as well. Recommend? What do you mean? Hold your horses. First comes the payment for a job well done. And we got plenty of mirror for that one, which is pretty nice. And we've ranked up to Junior Bracer 7th class. And got an Eagle Eye Quartz. I'll have to check to see what that does. This is for you both, and take this as well. This is... As of now, you are both Junior Bracers. In other words, bracers in training. In order to become senior bracers, you'll need to receive recommendations from all regional branches in the kingdom. This is your recommendation from the Roland branch. Is it really okay for us to have this? I had heard that in order to become a full-fledged bracer, we need to achieve something fairly noteworthy. I think in light of the jobs performed in your father's stead and your great showing here, your achievements are sufficient. However, those achievements are only for your work here in Roland. You'll need to receive recommendations from the other regional branches after achieving success there as well. Bose, Ruin, Zuis, and finally Grancel. You've still got a long road ahead of you. Even so, I'm really happy. It was worth all the hard work. Now that we've come this far, don't you think we should visit the other regions too, Joshua? I figured you'd say as much. I agree with you, but we can't decide this all by ourselves. We should discuss it with Dad when he gets home. Right. Oh. That's the telephone, right? Hello, this is the Bracer Guild's Roland branch in the Liberal Kingdom. Ah, it's been a while since we last talked, hasn't it? I see. Are you sure? That's terrible. I wonder if something happened. It looks that way to me, too. Yes, that's right. He left on business the other day. What? I apologize, but this is a little difficult to believe. Understood. I'll pass on the news to his family. They'll be fine. They're bracers too. Yes, and if you hear anything else, please let me know. What's wrong, Aina? It's unusual for you to be so surprised like that. Who was calling? The Bose branch. Something terrible has happened. The airliner Lind has disappeared over the Bose region. What? How is that possible? I don't know any of the details, but the Royal Army is currently conducting a wide-scale search. Due to this event, all other flights have been postponed. Well, that explains the backup at the landing port. And... Aina? Estelle, Joshua, please brace yourselves. Your father, Cassius, was aboard the airliner which went missing. Went missing. What? Impossible! There's got to be some kind of mistake. It seems his name was on the passenger list. Libero Bracer Guild, Roland Branch, Senior Bracer. With that, we've just completed the prologue to Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Join us next time when we'll continue with Chapter 1. Until then, have fun gaming.